What do you do when someone asks you a question that's just impossible to answer? Well, today we're going to dive into a classic tale from Indian folklore that gives us a playbook for exactly that. It's all about how to solve a problem that's literally designed to make you fail.
You know that feeling, right? When you're totally backed into a corner and it feels like no matter what you say, it's going to be wrong. A lose-lose situation. Well, this story, it's like a masterclass in how to completely flip the script and turn what looks like a total trap into a major win.
All right, so let's set the scene. We're talking about a king and his advisor. Specifically, we're in the court of Emperor Akbar. Now, this place was the real deal, full of some of the smartest people around. But you know how it is. With all that brain power comes a ton of ambition, and yeah, a whole lot of drama.
And right at the center of all this is our main character, Birbal. And look, he wasn't just some run-of-the-mill minister. Nope. This guy had a legendary reputation for being incredibly sharp, super witty. Basically, the guy you went to when you needed a clever solution, and everyone knew it.
So because Birbal was so brilliant, he was a huge favorite of the emperor, and pretty much everyone else loved him too. But you know what happens when someone's that popular, right? Envy starts to creep in. The other courtiers, well, they were super jealous. They were just waiting, constantly looking for a chance to trip him up and make him look like a fool in front of everyone.
And that jealousy? Well, that's where things get interesting. This is what kicks off the main conflict. The courtiers finally see their chance to take Birbal down a peg, and they manage to talk the emperor into putting his so-called wisdom to the ultimate test. They're about to lay a trap.
I mean, you can just hear the sarcasm dripping from this, can't you? They go straight to the emperor and plant this little seed of doubt, and their goal here isn't just a friendly challenge. Oh no, they want to publicly, totally humiliate him.
And boom, there it is, the trap. And it's asked by the emperor himself, right in front of everybody. Think about it, what a perfectly impossible question. How could anyone possibly know that? There's no way. Any number he throws out there could be proven wrong in a heartbeat. You can just imagine the other courtiers smirking, thinking, we got him. We finally got him.
But here's the thing about Birbal. He doesn't panic. He doesn't even flinch. He doesn't try to answer the question they asked. Instead, he completely reframes the whole thing using pure, perfect, absolutely unshakable logic.
So without skipping a beat, he just calmly says, "Your Majesty, there are exactly 50,000 crows in our kingdom." Wow. The sheer confidence. He doesn't say about 50,000 or give or take a few. Nope. A precise number. The whole court just goes silent. They're totally stunned.
Okay. So the emperor, who's totally playing along with this, kind of raises an eyebrow. He puts out the first challenge, the obvious one. Okay, Birbal, but what if there are more? And this is it, right? This is the moment the trap is supposed to snap shut. And this is just, it's pure genius. He doesn't even blink. He has an instant, logical explanation for why there might be extra crows. See what he's doing? He's not defending the number. He's building a whole logical system where the number doesn't even matter.
The emperor is probably smiling at this point, right? He sees where this is going, so he closes the other side of the trap. All right, fine. But what if there are fewer? Okay, now he's caught. Surely. There's no way out of this one.
And there it is. The trap is sprung, all right? But it completely backfired. Birbal just created this perfect, closed loop of logic. The number 50,000, it means nothing. It's his system that's unbeatable. His logic is absolutely airtight. And you can bet the whole court just burst out laughing, and those jealous courtiers, yeah, they had nothing to say.
So this is a great story for sure, but it's so much more than that, right? It's really a powerful lesson about the power of wit. And it teaches us something timeless about how to tackle problems that just feel impossible. And this whole thing, we can call it Birbal's wisdom. At its core, it's this amazing ability to solve a problem not by finding the answer, but by completely reframing it. It's not about knowing all the facts. It's about using quick thinking to build a logical bubble around your answer that's impossible to pop.
So, how do we actually do this? How can you think like Birbal? Well, it kind of breaks down into 3 steps. First, you just accept the premise. Don't argue with the ridiculous question they're asking. Just go with it. Second, create that logical framework, a system that explains away any potential holes. And third, and this is crucial, you have to deliver it with total 100% confidence.
So let's boil it all down. What are the big takeaways here? Number 1,
Sometimes confidence is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than having the actual facts. Number 2, the best answer isn't always a simple number, it's a logical system. And finally, a little bit of wit can totally dismantle a problem that was designed to make you fail.
And that really leaves us with a question for you. Think about your own life for a second. What's an impossible question or problem you're dealing with right now? Is there a way you can stop trying to find that one perfect factual answer and instead pull a Birbal and create a clever, logical system that solves the problem by reframing it completely?